Brilliant news. Depeche Mode are back in 2025 with a brand new documentary following them at 3 of their sold-out Mexican shows. Let's talk all about it. So, here's some exciting news. My emails and DMs and instant messages went mental the other day, and I heard about this breaking news. Now, I was a little bit skeptical at first because you guys know a few months ago I released this video, and in that I spoke about a possible Netflix documentary. I should have probably done more homework on that. I know enough people in the industry who could have probably debunked it, but I just went out on a whim and made that video, and it turned out to be fake news. Now, perhaps it was the news about this documentary in Mexico which sparked the rumors of a Netflix documentary. I heard a rumor, they travel far. Back to our old silly ways again. Now, I'm going to read you this article from XS Noise. Shout out to XS Noise. And the article goes on to say, Depeche Mode has announced an expressive and dynamic cinematic film titled Depeche Mode M. M probably meaning Mexico. Featuring archival footage from the band's Mexico shows on the 2023 to 2024 Memento Mori tour. The feature-length film, conceptualized and directed by award-winning filmmaker Fernando Frías, takes audiences on a profound musical journey using nearly 200,000 Mexican fans. Wow. 200,000 Mexican fans, fervent connection with the band as a window into the band's timeless global influence, and a powerful tribute to the unbreakable connection between music, tradition, and the human spirit. Well said. I could not have said it better myself. Through Frias's creative lens, the cinematic experience weaves footage from the 3 sold-out shows at Mexico's City Foro Sol Stadium to explore the parallels between the themes of Depeche Mode's latest album, Memento Mori, and the deep connection to death and mortality in Mexican culture. Now, that's interesting. I used to find it. I know in Mexico they, and correct me if I'm wrong, they have a celebration called, is it the Day of the Dead? And although I always thought that was quite morbid, I had it explained to me that, it's not morbid. In Mexican culture, they see death as a part of life, and that's true. It's like if you look at universal law, life and death, it's the circle of life, and it should be celebrated. And I love the positive spin they put on it, and I'd certainly endorse it more than I endorse Halloween. Can we please get rid of Halloween? Now, Frías is best known for his award-winning film I'm No Longer Here, which won Mexico's prestigious Ariel Academy Awards with its 10 wins, including Best Picture and Best Direction. The film also earned Frías a DGA nomination for Outstanding Directorial Achievement. Additionally, it was Mexico's submission to the Oscars in 2021, where it was shortlisted for the Best International Feature. His latest film, I Don't Expect Anyone to Believe Me, premiered to critical acclaim. So there we go, a little bit of background on the director there. I have got a good feeling about this. I think it's going to be very, very good. The fact that it's filmed in Mexico as well, the last sort of featured ones, they always tend to, not always, but often they feature things like this in Germany, because Germany is known to be very hardcore, sort of Depeche Mode base. But this will have a different vibe, and I'm excited about it. Depeche Mode M will premiere in theaters later this year and follow the band during the Mexico City stop during the Memento Mori tour, which saw them play to more than 3 million fans at 112 shows. 3 million fans at 112 shows around the world, and was hailed by Rolling Stone as a stunning celebration of life and music. The tour followed Depeche Mode's 15th studio album, Memento Mori, released in 2023 to wide critical acclaim. An indelible inspiration to fans, critics, and artists alike, Depeche Mode continues to forge ahead with Memento Mori album and tour representing just the latest chapter of a peerless and ongoing legacy. Brilliant article and very, very well said. Now, I am excited about this, and this seems more official than that bogus Netflix documentary we heard about. Now, if you've been a subscriber of mine for a while, you will know that I'm running the ongoing Depeche Mode album review series here. And back in 2017, I released this video where I was less than complimentary regarding the whole production. I was so disappointed in the Spirits of the Forest production. I mean, I have openly said that I think that Spirit is a low point in the Depeche Mode catalogue. To me, it is like the Batman and Robin of the Batman series. It's just, I just didn't enjoy it. I got a lot of ag and pushback from some of you. A lot of the criticisms that I had with the Spirits of the Forest production and the album and all that, I'm glad to say that was put right, or I don't have those concerns anymore. Ever since this album came out, as I said, if you guys watched my initial reaction on this, I enjoyed the album. I think it was certainly one of the best albums they've done in the last 4 albums. It's really sort of like a return to form kind of thing. And when they announced they were bringing out a new album, and when I heard the name was Memento Mori, my initial reaction was, oh no, more doom and gloom. Now I like a little bit of doom and gloom, but just following the downer that was Spirit, I just wasn't. And then of course we got Spirits of the Forest. So I was nervous. And I think to those who didn't like what I said, I have to say to you, it is possible to be critical of something you love. In fact, if you love something, you tend to be more critical because you hold it to a higher standard. And I've often said in all my videos, I hold this band to a very, very high standard, probably higher than I hold most other bands. Perhaps my criticisms on them are harsh sometimes, but that comes from, the fact that I rate them so highly. But as you guys know, when Ghosts Again first came out, I just thought, oh, this is quite poppy and quite eyes wide open. I love the sort of sincerity in that. And I feel a lot more sincerity in this album than I certainly did feel in the last one. To me, Spirit felt like let's go on tour. Oh, we need an album. Martin, go write an album. And this felt really more inspired. And of course, we had the sad passing of Andy Fletcher at the same time, and how, which just added a different dimension of emotion to this. Now, of course, they came up with this title before Andy passed away. But yeah, I enjoyed this album. I think the last tour was very good. Certainly one of the best in the last few tours I've been to. Really, really enjoyed it. So anyway, I'm excited about this new documentary. I don't know what your feelings are. If you're Mexican, I would particularly like to hear from you, because I know certainly some of the footage I saw online on YouTube, some of those shows, I mean, the scale and the vibe, just you could feel it, through the screen. So I would love to hear from you if you were at one of those shows. And just looking at the credentials of this director, I really feel it's going to be something really, really good, because as I said, Spirits of the Forest, I was really disappointed because I think they used a lot of footage from fans to put it together. I don't know what the whole, all I'm saying is with Spirits of the Forest, because it was an Anton Corbijn production, I really expected more. And once again, my criticisms come from the fact that I rate Anton very, very highly. And can we just forget about Spirit? Thank you. No more talk about Spirit. We're back on track with Memento Mori. I'm personally excited to see what comes up. I'd like to know what you think. Leave your comments below. Please engage, interact, subscribe. YouTube likes that. If you don't, then YouTube doesn't like that. And I like that too. So please do. Let me know if you've been to any of the shows. Were you at any of these Mexican shows in particular? I'd like to hear that. And let me know your feelings on this documentary. Are you excited? Are you lukewarm? What do you think? Anything you want to say, speak your mind, and let's get the conversation going. And with that, I bid you farewell and look forward to seeing you on the next video, live show, or in person at some point. Lots of love. Adios.